Hello and welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. This is your daily divine forecast for Tuesday, June 17th, 2025 on the Spiritual View. The Spiritual View is a collective of spiritually gifted women who use a range of modalities to bring messages of guidance for the collective. We have a thriving community that we're growing on this channel, and we invite you to be a part of everything that we have going on. So we offer daily videos, and you get a different reader each day of the week, and my days are Tuesdays. And we've added in Wildcard Wednesday, so you get a different reader every Wednesday as well. So we've got 4 new readers that are coming into the rotation on Wednesdays. And so this week we have Ruby, and she will be joining us for our Thursday night live, where we bring the whole group together and we have a collective conversation. It's usually about the current astrology. This week we're going to be talking about the solstice energy. And then we pull cards for the viewers at the end, and it's always a lot of fun, and you definitely want to come check it out. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time a new video goes out. All right, so as we step into this week, we are standing at a threshold moment where new ground is opening beneath our feet. But this is unfamiliar terrain. Many of us are walking paths that we've never walked before, and yet Spirit is reminding us, though this is your first time, this is exactly what your soul has been training for. Our angel numbers this week are 1144, which is the code of new structure and stability under divine supervision. And so it's ready with the 44 energy. It's ready to be built right here beneath our feet. The 11s tell us we're on the right path, and the 44 says, yes, now it's time to actually build this thing and make it into reality. And then 321, it's go time. This is what we've been working towards the whole time. It's no longer a countdown, it's takeoff time. So the astrology this week, we're entering into the Summer Solstice portal. And this is where Archangel Metatron steps forward with his presence over the cosmic grid, overseeing the alignment of light codes being activated at this solstice gateway. He is helping us restructure timelines, open new doors, and step fully into the embodiment of who we came here to be. So before we get too far into this, I've been guided by my spirit team to start sharing a little bit more about my process that I go through to deliver these messages. So I am a multidimensional channeler, and I work with a collective of higher dimensional beings known as the Council of the Awakened Flame, a sacred convergence of truth tellers, way showers, and light carriers who walk with those of us who are doing the deep soul work. You may hear their voices braided throughout this message today, and as we open up this channel. So before we get started, I would like us to take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation call on the spirit team. So if you will close your eyes and breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in the Council of the Awakened Flame, a divine collective of angels, archangels, ascended masters, our higher selves, guardian angels, star family, and galactic light beings to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. And I open myself now as a clear, surrendered channel. May the messages that come through serve the highest good of all, activating, healing, alignment, and awakening for every soul willing to receive them. So be it. All right, so this week I'm using some new decks that I have, and I'm excited to show them to you. We've got the Time Traveler's Oracle. We've got the Good Tarot and the Resurrection Oracle. So to get us started, I have pulled with the Time Traveler's Oracle, the overall energy this week, and we have Vitality, which is representative of the sun, and it's a 44 card. So there's that 44 energy showing up for us again. So, as this card came forward, Metatron's frequency was strongly present. This is his anchoring of our vitality codes as the sun returns us to life. The sun is illuminating new beginnings, and it is not simply shining upon the old version of you, it is calling forth your radiant emergence into the uncharted potential. We are stepping into brighter days not because life suddenly got easier, but because the weight that we've carried has been transmuted. You've done the work. This is the arrival of your own vibrational expansion. The council reminds us you're no longer surviving your past. You're embodying your new light. And so, like, this is the radiance. We are literally like letting our light shine. And so that's the biggest difference. It's like we have walked through the fire, and this is our phoenix moment. This is where we are literally like, we're not holding ourselves back anymore. The vitality, we understand what we are here for now. It's like we want to live. But this is like just really owning your own life now. Okay. And so the next cards I pulled with the Good Tarot. And so, why is this happening? And we have the Six of Air. As this card arrived, Archangel Gabriel moved forward in the council's voice. His wings wrapped around the collective as the messengers of the journey shift us into smoother waters. The trauma of old chapters are now complete. The ship has been untethered. You're not being pushed out to sea. You're being invited to an adventure designed for your expansion. This ship represents not just leaving of the old, but also choosing of the new. You've crossed into an initiation line, and Gabriel says, let your faith be the compass, not your fear. And so I love the energy that was showing up in this ship. It's an adventure. It's something we've never done before. And I think that instead of being intimidated by it, we need to get really excited by it. And I think that it's like, how do you look at that word, adventure? What does that like? What kind of energy do you feel in your body even when you hear that word come out, adventure? Does it light you up or does it scare you? But with it being the Six of Air, which is the Six of Swords, that means that we are moving into calmer waters. We're leaving the trauma behind us. We're not bringing that with us into this new path that we're on. And so, like, that should help relieve some of the fears, because this isn't the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. And so, like, whatever those fears were that we're like still kind of holding on to, we're letting that go, and we're trusting. This is not the same story. It's not the same story. This is a calmer, more enjoyable story for us. Okay, so the next card is our best move forward, and we have the five of fire. So this is where the Seraphim collective step forward, holding the vibration of gentle recalibration. The inner conflict was never your enemy. It was simply the friction of transformation. Allow the butterflies to rise. Allow the flowers of your new self to bloom. There's no battle. There is only becoming. We are being invited to soften the mind and allow space for divine order to work. The glowing flowers overhead represent encoded DNA activations unfolding as you surrender your resistance. And so, like with the Five of Wands energy, it's an internal conflict. It's like it's what's stirring inside of us, but it's not something to fear. And I actually wanted to read what it says here in this in the book for this. So it says, I have the freedom to explore the ideas that seem the most far-fetched. What seems crazy today proves tomorrow to be brilliant. Like a child willing to stretch her imagination, when a new playmate comes to the garden, I open to new people and new ideas, intrigued by what is novel and unfamiliar. This is a time for what is counterintuitive, for appreciating the ideas from out of left field and what they might offer. And so, I mean, this isn't a time to be afraid. This is a time to be excited. This is creative energy that we're going into. And I love it, what seems crazy today proves brilliant tomorrow. And so I just had a conversation with someone earlier today, and, they were like lit up over this idea that they had about, the direction, their next direction for their path. And then they said, but what will people think? people will think I've lost my mind. And I'm just like, do you know how many people thought I lost my mind when I stepped off onto this path right here? When I went from being just this complete devout Christian woman and now like I'm doing tarot on YouTube? Do you think do you think that people didn't talk about me? Do you think that the people in my life didn't think I literally lost my mind? But do you know what made the difference? They're not laughing at me like that anymore. And if they are, well, I don't actually care anymore. But, like, and I didn't care then because I clearly, took the path. But it's just one of those things that sometimes, like, they're only laughing because it's their own insecurities, it's their own limitations. And it's like, once you actually succeed, they ain't laughing no more. There's nothing to laugh about. Now they're asking you, how did you get here? What did you do? And that's where I'm at right now. So those same people that were laughing at me, a few years ago when I took off on this, now they're looking at me like, no, she was onto something and I want to know more. So like, this is a time to get just like inspired and not afraid. All right. So our next card is, what are the blocks and opportunities right now? And so we have the King of Air. So as this card presented, Magdalene's voice came through strongly, bringing her signature of heart wisdom into the collective mind. This cannot be measured by what you understand. You must let go of trying to categorize what spirit is unfolding for you. You do not need to believe it at first for it to be real. You need only to yield your heart to the mystery and allow it to reveal itself. The block is the mind's need for control. The opportunity is in trust and in inner neutrality. As Magdalene reminds us, miracles do not wait for certainty. They emerge in surrender. And so what I felt with this, the block here, is that we're trying to see things in black and white. We're trying to make things make sense. We're trying to like really compartmentalize this thing. And this isn't something because we've never done it before. And so it's like the only thing that we have to kind of like base it off of is stuff that we've done before. And in that way, we are like labeling it wrong. We're compartmentalizing it wrong. We're putting it in the wrong place because we can't fully see it for what it really is yet. So don't get so much in your head over this. That's, that you don't know. You don't know. So allow yourself to be more curious and allow yourself to not believe that you have all of the answers together just yet. It's still unfolding for us. Okay. So our last card is coming from the Resurrection Oracle, and this is our final message from Spirit, and I love it. It is, this is your first time, and this is an 11 card. The Christ light Oversoul steps forward here, holding this sacred gate of resurrection. You have never been here before, and yet your soul has always known this place. This is the first breath of the resurrected path. You cannot judge this by former outcomes, for this is entirely new ground. This is your invitation to embrace the learning process of newness. The unpolished, unperfected edges are not evidence of failure. They are evidence of birth. You're brand new. You're brand new. And I love that birth energy is still kind of showing up because we talked about it in the live on Thursday. And it was also part of, my reading last week. I mean, it was the birth moment that I was experiencing, through the energy last week. And so now then it's like, we're at that other side. We're brand new. We're taking everything in. We don't know this world. And so just to imagine yourself again as the baby, because that's what came out. It's like, you're the baby, while Mother Gaia is the mother of us. She's the one doing all the ascension that's causing all of us to have all of these experiences. We're the baby. This new life is, we're the new life that's being birthed through this. And we don't know everything that there is to know about this yet. So we have to just have a curious mindset about this and just take things as they come to us and not try to make old stories, old like patterns fit into this new life. We've got to really release all of that. This is a blank slate. You've never done this before. You're creating it as you go. So go back to that 1144. You are creating it right now as you go. So this is nothing you've ever been through before. This is all brand new. All right. So I am going to leave us here. Let's see. You stand on sacred ground right now, but this ground is not fully built yet. We're building it in the process. Spirit is building it beneath your feet as you walk. This is what embodied faith really looks like. This is what alignment looks like. You don't have to think that far ahead. You just have to be right here, fully you in this moment, taking it all in, curious and just ready to experience whatever comes at you. And so our thought-provoking question that I'm going to close this out with is, what if the uncertainty you feel is actually the sound of your soul being born into its next assignment? So, all right. So hopefully you have found value in this video. And if you did, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications and it will let you know every time we post new videos. If you would like to go deeper about what this new life is for you, I do offer private readings, and that information is down in the description box below. And I would love to work with you on this. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time.